Hey, it's Lori Ballen with Ballen Brands, your digital marketing company and lead generation team. I'm going to show you really quick what the meta description is used for and why it's so important. All right, first of all, let's take a look at, let's just look at my real estate website here in Las Vegas. So I do have a real estate team in Las Vegas. Let me just log in here. And I build on WordPress, and if you need a real estate website, contact us at ballenbrands.com. We do build real estate websites. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my WordPress here, and I'm just going to pretend we're starting a brand new page. So we're going to build a page all about a neighborhood with homes for sale here in Las Vegas, let's just say. Well, depending on how you have your WordPress set up, if you want to make it super easy, there are tools like Yoast where you can set up your meta description. Okay, now first of all, let me show you where the meta description shows up. In the old days, we used to use the meta description, which is where we create this little description about our website. We used to use this to tell Google what our website was about. So we would stuff in keywords and, well, I never really got into that practice, but old school SEO was stuffing in your keywords in that meta description, and it would tell Google more about what your website was about. Well, that's no longer a ranking factor specifically. However, I'll show you where it's an indirect ranking factor on the Google with the Google algorithm, okay? So let's just say you were to go to Google, and let's pretend that we're looking for a dog hotel in Las Vegas, okay? So I'm sitting here and I'm in Las Vegas and I want to find somewhere to take Fido to the dog hotel. The first few rankings here are your pay-per-click advertising. So this is search engine marketing through Google AdWords up here. Okay, let's just go down. And this is your local pack. So a lot of times I talk about local SEO. This is your local SEO here where it's pulling from the maps and it's going to pull description here. But sometimes those don't pop up. So let's just go down here to the organic natural search results and look at these, for example. All right. First thing you have here is the title. Okay. Title. And you'll hear us say title tag. And there is a difference, and I'll show you where that is in a second. This title really, really matters. The keyword in this title still has relevance in the ranking factors in Google's algorithm. So you still want your main keyword phrase that you're targeting in this title tag, okay? Next, you have your URL. So this is the .com where they're going to go to find out more information about that. And then here we have our meta description. So these are these two lines that are going to show up right here. And you can see where those are cutting off right there. They're pretty short. This is your meta description. All right. Now, even though your meta description does not play a direct role in the ranking factors, here's where it does. We just typed in dog hotel. That's a query. That's our search query. This Google page here that has all of these results listed is called a search engine results page. We shorten that and we call it a SERP, okay? So this is the search query, and the page with all the results is the SERP. Now, every time your page is shown on the SERP, it counts as an impression, okay? So how many times did people type in dog hotel, and how many times did your website show up? You'll have a certain number of search impressions for that particular search query, okay? So let's, depending on whether there's a local pack in there and advertising in there and what other keyword phrases they might have used. But let's just say for dog hotel, these are the impressions, okay? So you're going to show up there and you're going to have 100, let's just say 100 impressions. So for 100 times when they typed in that search query, your page showed up on the SERP, on page 1 in some particular order, okay? Now, there's something called a click-through rate. And your click-through rate is out of those impressions, how many people actually clicked through to your website, meaning they clicked here and your website opened and now they're on their website. How many times did they click through out of those impressions? Well, what we know is the higher your click-through rate, the more likely you are to rank on the search engines. Now, that's the preliminary factors. Once they actually land on your page, there's a whole lot of other factors, like did the person engage and how long did they stay on your website? Did they click through to other pages? How many actions did they take? Did they play videos? Did they comment, share, that type of thing? And that determines the next level of rankings. But here, we want to see a high click-through rate. Now, your position on the SERP, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, absolutely affects your click-through rate. We know that typically the higher you are on the page, the higher your click-through rate. But there is some things that you can do about it by customizing your title, because somebody's looking at this at a really quick glance. They might see this best dog boarding and they might skip number 1 and they might go right down to number 5 because it has the word best in it, which we know is a good keyword for creating a call to action or description in a title. So they might actually click there. But these 2 lines here, if they're just skimming really quickly, does your description really offer something special, a reason to click through on your website? Does it tell a little story? Does it include the keywords that you're targeting? So although we don't want to stuff in keywords, we still want the keyword we're targeting to be in the meta description. So this first example does it really well. Las Vegas dog and cat boarding and luxury at Lux Pet Hotels. So they're telling you they're a luxury pet hotel place, and they're number 1 on here for a reason, because it looks like they're doing a lot of things right, and that's one of them. Their title's really good. Okay, next they have their URL, next they have their meta description, and they've got their tagline where every pet is treated like royalty. That's kind of cool. I like that. That would be appealing to me if I had a dog and wanted to place it at a dog hotel. I like the idea that it's luxury and my dog's going to be treated like royalty. So that's a nice inclusion there. And then they include their keywords, which you can see here as dog boarding hotel, dog boarding hotel, dog boarding hotel. So if we typed in dog hotel, that keyword dog hotel is being highlighted because we typed it in, okay? And it's interesting because they've actually completed their sentence. They've finished it, where every pet is treated like royalty. We are a Las Vegas luxury dog and cat boarding hotel dedicated to offering the best care and amenities for your pet. That's a great description. They're telling you exactly what they are, and if you're looking for a dog hotel, you're likely going to click, okay? Second one does the same thing and does it well. But now as we start scrolling down, you're going to start seeing some not so good meta descriptions. So this would be a good example. Now this is being fed in from Yelp. This isn't being fed in from, this is a Yelp. So reviews on dog boarding in Las Vegas, Nevada, Lux Pet Hotels, Camp Bow Wow, so what they're pulling all these little excerpts from all of their Yelp listings, but they don't have a great call to action it should say, browse all reviews on the best, find all the best dog boarding hotels by examining reviews from other consumers or something like that. Or find the best and avoid the rest by viewing our reviews on the top hotels. There's no call to action there. There's no real description, okay? Here where you see the ... that means it's getting cut off. So the person created a meta description, or they have a template that pulls in the meta description that looks okay, but it's being cut off because there's too many characters. That's not good. You want it to end. You don't want it to have the ... And so it may take some manual work there. Also, plugins like Yoast, I talked about over here. So we could put in here, what are we, let's say our page is going to be find all horse property in Las Vegas. So down here, we would call this shop horse property listings here, the best map search anywhere. Something like that, okay? Then here, you're going to put, let's just say horse property is our keyword that we're targeting, okay? You're going to put complete, browse the complete database of home listings for top horse property and land in Las Vegas. Save your favorites. Be alerted when horse property hits the market. Okay, see right there where it just turned red? Okay, so that is now telling me that I've got too many characters in my meta description. So I'm going to rephrase that last sentence. Get new listings daily. Get new horse property listings daily in your, oh, okay, so we're just going to stop it right there. Okay, you see that? So I've got call to action, browse the complete database. I've actually even got an offer, get new horse property listings. I'm telling them in the title that they're going to shop horse property. So I actually got a call to action in the title, an offer in the title, a call to action in the meta description, and an offer in the meta description. I guess I'm just kind of naturally used to doing that at this point. So now when that horse property page ranks on the search engines, this will be the title and this will be the meta description. Now, if you're using Yoast and you have WordPress, this is the cool thing about this. Here's your page title. So this page is what shows up in your WordPress directory. This is what shows up in your menus depending on how you build your menus and whatnot. So you can actually just call this horse property. And here, this will still be your search engine title. That'll still be what shows up in the search engines. And then even one more cool thing with Yoast is if I click here, I can create a different social plugin, you know. So I might just put, holy cow, this is the best, amazing horse properties. You know, now I'm targeting social. I'm using emotion. I'm, you know, the wows and exclamation points, the things that I may not want to use in my search engine title, I'm using in my social, and then I can change the description and change the image here. So that's the cool thing about being able to use a plugin like that. So that's really what I wanted to show you today as far as the meta title and the meta description there and why they make a difference. If you want to get your real estate website, hop on over to ballenbrands.com. I have a complete training system actually on this. It's an at-home guide where you can learn how to rank on the search engines, and how to generate more leads through your real estate website through blogging and hyperlocal and market reports. And I give you all the how-to from my personal experience and being one of the top 1% agents in Las Vegas, completely driven by the internet. And you can check that out at theballenmethod.com and head on over to ballenbrands.com where you're going to be able to hire us to do all of your blogging and digital marketing for you. And we also have a really cool software now called Autopilot ISA where you're actually able to set the system up and have it cultivate your web leads for you through text and through email messages, and it's all completely automated until the person responds with a certain point where you'll kick in or your ISA will kick in. So check out Autopilot ISA. Thank you so much for joining me today. And for your real estate referrals, I would absolutely love your business here in Las Vegas, Henderson, and Reno. And I am Lori Ballen with Keller Williams Realty. Thanks.